do you think? Do you agree with Bosa being ranked above Parsons?
I do. And Skip, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to take the guy that's on the ball as opposed to the guy that's off the ball. And we saw Nick Bosa, and he's as accomplished, if not more accomplished than Micah Parsons, because he was Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's played in a Super Bowl. He's played in 2 NFC Championship games. Even after coming off an ACL injury, he had 15.5 sacks. More sacks, more pressures, more QB hits, more tackle for losses, more forced fumbles than Micah Parsons. And his playoff stretch, Skip, he had tied for the league and played the league as far as playoff sacks with 4 with Vaughn, and Vaughn played 1 more game than he did. So yes, I would take Nick Bosa over Micah Parsons for the simple fact Nick Bosa is on the ball every single time. I'm not worried about Nick Bosa carrying the running back, carrying the tight end up the seam. I'm not worried about him taking the back end the flat. I'm not worried about that. He's going to get the quarterback.
Is that Micah's fault?
Well, he is what he is. So I'm just going to take.
Well, that's how he gets coached. That's how he gets utilized.
Well, you want him to put his hand in the dirt every play?
What have I told you from day one? Yes, I do.
Well, you take away his versatility. Now I can account for it.
I don't care about versatility because all I need is somebody to get to the guy throwing the football, to harass him, to bother him, to speed him up, and to knock him on his butt. That's all I need. And every time Micah was asked to do that, he did that.
Did he do it better than Nick Bosa?
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
To me, this is an unfair comparison because Nick Bosa has played 3 years and my little baby Micah, 11 from heaven, played 1.
He's played 2. He got hurt the first game of the second year. Now, don't do that. You know the man coming off an ACL injury and gave you 15.5.
Okay. My guy, 11 from heaven, got misused from day one, and I called this first. I first guessed it day after day after Monday after Monday. I said, what are you doing? Because we had Micah video we would show you in which he'd be chasing wide receivers up, down to the goal line half the time.
He carried him up the seam. He carried him on the rail.
And it was one thing after another.
But you like that because, let me show you the versatility. Look at it. He's covered the wide receiver. Pips the ball and they got intercepted. You love that.
I despised it because I told you that's not who he is and not what he will become. So if you want to flip this question on its head, again, I was offended that he was ranked number 6 below Bosa. Now, you can argue the quarterbacks all you want because Justin Herbert was second on this list.
Yeah.
And I always tell you.
I would put Justin Herbert first.
Well, it's not a fair fight because his position is so much more valuable.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to say Nick Bosa is more valuable at his position than Justin Herbert, maybe you can, but I don't buy it. But I've never bought it when we do these lists. But my point is, Micah Parsons, if we can redefine this question, I will take him any day or night long-term over Nick Bosa because I think he only scratched the surface. This is tip of his iceberg, and it's going to be a glacier-sized iceberg of a career because he's much closer. I'm not saying he's Lawrence Taylor, but he is far closer to Lawrence Taylor than Nick Bosa is.
Well, Skip, the thing that I love about Bosa is that he's complete. He has power. He can generate power to speed. He can bend the edge. I mean, when you watch him, you watch how a man his size, how he can bend. That's power there, where he just bulls the guy back, strips the ball from Matt Ryan. And then the next play, you see him, look at this, power rip through, down on the ground. That's Joe Burrow. And just look at this. This Skip, that's a man. I'm just rip you inside. I'm good. Yeah. And then if he needs to, he can just do speed and bend the edge. Got him on the ground.
More explosive athlete, Micah Parsons.
I know. But Skip, don't sleep on Bosa now. I mean, a guy that size that can jump and run like he can, and he did. All I know is he took his team. Did you see? Hold on. That playoff game against the 49ers, Micah Parsons did not have a pressure QB hit. Did he play? Did he play that game? Was he hurt?
He played.
Hold on. He played and didn't have a quarterback hit? He didn't have a pressure?
He was covering receivers downfield.
I couldn't tell.
Chasing Debo. They were all chasing Debo.
I mean, in the big games against the Cowboys, he had a sack and a half, 2 sacks against Green Bay, 1.5 against the Rams. Playoffs. That's what you say. You want the guys to show and tell in the playoffs.
What did your eye test tell you? It told me he is rising. It told me that this is a superstar in the making. I've told you the only hope I have going into next year, because we know my team got worse through the offseason, the only hope I have is 11 from heaven. And again, this list, the best 25, under 25, it does show you that I have 3 pieces in the top 25. But Micah is underrated at 6th. And then we have to go all the way down to, 18th for CD.
Right.
And you have to go to the bottom of the list, 25th, for my cornerback, who you don't love, who was leading the league in interceptions.
He takes too many risks.
Yeah, he just takes so many risks, and he's not a burner to start with.
Right.
But I like Trevon Diggs. I can't say that I love him.
He got his work cut out for him this year with all those receivers he got this year.
Yep.
Got Chase and Jefferson again, I think.
Got them all. Yep.
Mike Evans.
Okay. And I do believe that CeeDee Lamb will make you wrong.
Well, he do, Skip. I mean, you done got rid of Amari, and you're going to be without Gallup probably for what? The first 4 or 5 weeks of the season? So he's going to have to show it. He's going to have to rise to the... He's going to have to be what you said he was going to be all along.
He will be. He will be a star in this league, and this is his breakout season.
You just told me a couple of weeks ago that he doesn't have the connection with Dak.
I don't really.
Well, how you going to get it?
You better figure it out. I don't know if they're throwing with each other in the offseason, but they better be, because
Dak on vacation.
You have to.
Man, you know you got $75 million, man. You got to go to vacation. Yeah, you go to Maldives, or you go to Ciboney, Ocho Rios. I got to enjoy this.
Okay. Well, he did get $75 too many $1 million.
Oh, he got $75 too many million.
But the point is, CeeDee Lamb is going to be a star, and he needed Amari out of the way, because Amari and Dak were
you told me he better than Justin Jefferson, and Justin Jefferson in the top 5. Jamar Chase is 7. I think he should be high.
Okay. And now they're raving about the kid from South Alabama and Jalen Tolbert, and yet it's going to be CD's offense. He will take over the offense. He will be the star of the offense. Michael will be the star of the defense, and that's all I've got. And it's actually all you've got, because you continue to pick Dallas over Philadelphia, and I keep saying Philadelphia's just got better.
Well, they ain't got nobody in the top 6 as far as under 25.
Well, they don't need them, because they got A.J. Brown and they got Jalen Hurts. And right now, Jalen Hurts is more trustable to me than Dak Prescott.
No, stop it.
Well,
no, stop.
A playmaker.
No. Yeah. So you would trade Dak Prescott for Jalen Hurts? I didn't think you would.
I probably wouldn't, but right now I just trust him a little more.
Trust him to
do
what?
What has Dak shown me? They went 6-5 in their last 11
You just
games.
told me he won 3 divisions. You told me that was good. Now all of a sudden, what is he showing you?
Well, what has he shown you lately? Nothing.
Did he?
You're the one who rips on him all the time.
Did he not win you the division? Did you not have a home playoff game? It's not my fault that you guys didn't come out and ready to play, and you never do in the playoffs. You always start slow.
We won the division despite being behind 30-0 to your Denver Broncos at home.
Yes.
Despite laying the biggest turkey egg on Thanksgiving you could ever lay.
You did that.
Right?
Had the ball first in overtime, too.
Despite going to Kansas City and scoring
9
field goals, 3 field goals in 12 tries.
Yes.
Really?
How'd that work out for you?
Stop.
Was CeeDee Lamb playing?
Yeah. All I got is Micah, and Micah will prove you wrong. Remember, we said this on this date. 5 years from now, you'll be saying, I don't know what I was thinking about Nick Bosa.
But hold on. We talk about right now.
Okay. Well, I'll take Micah.
Right now.
I'll take him now and forever.
15.5. That's what I can do for you.
Okay. Well, I got the it factor over here. I got the playmaker.
So what is Nick Bosa? You make it seem like Nick Bosa's a guy.
Writing it down.
He's really good. That's what he is.
Yeah.
I'm going to check back in with y'all in 5 years and see if you still have the same thoughts and feelings.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.